What's up, guys? It's time to change some oil. We got a 2010 Chevrolet Impala, and it's a LTZ with 3.9 engine, 3900, and we're going to change the oil. I don't always make videos for everything I do for vehicles, so it's been a good little gap since last oil change video, but I let the shop change the oil last time, and we're going to change it this time. All right, let's get busy. Okay, here she is. I got her up on a ramp, just a little makeshift ramp I got here down at my shop. Got some old 2x10s on it, and old pieces of cedar. Let's get this hood popped. I may have to let it cool off a little bit. Yeah, she's a little dusty. I don't know why. It's not like we're running up and around dirt roads and stuff all the time. But we're gonna change the oil, and I just bought some at Walmart. I'll show you what I got, and show you what the oil capacity and all that kind of good stuff is. I got a Fram oil filter and some Valvoline oil. Let me go get them. Okay, so here we go. We got some 5W30 motor oil. It's synthetic blend, high mileage for vehicles with 75,000 miles or more. So what have we got, around 120 on this one, 120,000. And we got us a Fram PH 9837. Now, I didn't look up anything to tell me what filter to put on, because I went off of one of my older videos, because that's what I used. And this is the same oil that I used. Now, I have researched it and took a screenshot of a page. That way you're going off some information other than what I've provided for you. I found some other documentation of where it says, it was like oilchange.org or .com or something, and it showed how many liters and how many quarts of oil this engine needed, and it was like 4.02 quarts. 4 quarts. Use 4 quarts and check it after you get done. How about that? All right. This engine may be a little warm. Wife came home from work. We went to Walmart, all that kind of stuff. I may have to let it cool off. I'm going to get my oil catcher there and get it in place. My cardboard's nasty, so I'm having to use a furniture mat, but we'll get this thing done. Okay? So, here we are. Here's your oil drain plug. Filter's gonna be up in here, okay? See where this pocket is? I'm gonna go get some gloves, that way I can change that filter. I'm being kind of impatient. I should just wait. I don't like how I've got an oil drip there. I do know this car has a leak, but I just paid a lot of money to have oil leaks and stuff fixed on another Impala, and I'm not eager to spend that much money getting oil leaks fixed on this one right now. Okay. Up next, I do want to tell you something that come to my mind. Okay, so all those years of changing oil with my dad, one thing that we always did is we always drained the oil out of the car, and then take the oil filter loose, and that drains, and then you take the oil filter off, and you try to avoid making a mess and all that kind of stuff. I always thought that if you took the oil filter off, that oil is just going to keep on coming if the oil wasn't drained out. At least not on the vehicles that I've experimented with this on. I prefer now to take the oil filter off, because I have a clean pan and I don't have to worry about oil splashing, and if I drop it or something like that, and then go ahead and replace the oil filter, and then move on to the oil drain. Okay, so I'll show you something I like to do. So I always keep an extra jug on hand, and I already had this in my shop, some 5W30 Valvoline high mileage, same thing I bought. But see where it's at? This size of the quart. Okay, so that's 1, 2, not quite 3 quarts. Well, what I'm going to do, see, this is the 4 quart line. I'm going to take that new oil, which this is good oil, and I'm going to fill this up to the 4-quart line. That way, because this is a 5-quart jug, when I fill this up to the 4-quart line, all I know is I just need to put the whole jug in it, right? So that takes out any, okay, I got to pour a little bit more, I'm going to back off, I'm going to pour a little bit more. Fill it up to here, if you got a backup jug, and then just pour the whole jug in. Some people may say it's too many steps, but that's what I like to do. Okay, so I'm done. This is the 4-quart line right here. It's the same funnel I'm going to use to put oil in the car.
Okay, so there's the oil filter. It's got one of those grippers on it. Hopefully things aren't too hot. I'm gonna reach up in there and grab a hold of it. I'm gonna be wearing gloves. Kinda it's one of them righty-tighty, lefty-loosey kind of things if you never changed oil. If you don't know what that means, clockwise tightens it. Counterclockwise loosens it. Okay? Okay, filter's draining. Get my old furniture mat out of the way. It's splattering. Just a little bit in there. Definitely need oil change, without a doubt. That's some well-used oil. Let's see if I can grab hold of it barehanded. Oil's pretty hot. Okay. Just gonna set that in there. You want to look and you want to make sure that the O-ring that's on the oil filter didn't come off, okay? Whether you check your oil filter or you check, if you can, check your flange there that your oil filter screws onto and make sure that the O-ring didn't come off. Because I have heard of that case where it's come off before and people's cars have leaked oil. So they've got two rubber O-rings on there then if one came off one oil filter, and then you've got the one that's on the new oil filter. Not supposed to be that way. All right.
Got us our Fram Extra Guard PH 9837. Okay. Same thing as we had. Must not document my last oil change, which is fine. I'm not going to document everything I do.
Usually when I take it to the shop, they're gonna use AC Delco stuff. Okay. I'm not gonna show you me put this on because I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm going to look at it with my eyes, not with the phone, and make sure that it's good and clean. Oh, also, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's probably because I'm getting ahead of myself because I'm making a video. My dad always taught me to put some oil around the seal here and pour some oil in there so it doesn't have a, like an empty start, okay? I'm not gonna video myself doing that, but you see what I mean? In the main hole of the filter, pour some oil in there and put some oil on your finger and rub it around that rubber gasket there, okay? So here we are, got the oil in here, oil in the gasket. This thing's hot. Ow. Don't absolutely kill it. You would like to be able to get it off next time, but that's the great thing about this gripper here and slick hands. All right, that's tight. Now for that, the oil drain. Okay, so this is a 15 millimeter. See how it fits? That's what we're going to take it off with, okay? In case for some reason you do not know its
counterclockwise to loosen, okay? Oh, that's kind of tight. I'm gonna need both hands. So the funny thing about my ramp, see, I'm bowed up on it with my foot on the block. So let's get this thing loosened up. A little hot oil coming out on us. So arrange that thing just right. I will just kind of play with it some because I don't want to have to retrieve it out of the oil. Whew, it's hot. You know, I don't know why I'm in such a hurry. It doesn't get dark for another 2 hours. Ready? Hot, hot, hot. All right, black gold. It's more like tar. All right, we'll get some fresh oil going in here in just a minute. Let me get the oil off my hands and get this oil drained out, and we'll put the plug back in and get some fresh oil in here. So pick the bolt up out of the dirt, obviously, and cleaned it up real good. She's still got just a little drip. That's tight enough. Let's put some fresh oil in it. One thing that happens often on these Impalas, whenever you go to take the oil cap loose, this whole piece comes out. Now, one way that you can avoid that, one thing you can do is you can just grab a hold of it with one hand and the other hand and take it off and then screw the other piece down in there. But another way that I do it a lot of times is I can't do it and hold the phone, but I'll put my hand around it here and I'll twist the top part loose. I can't show you due to obvious reasons. I require one hand at least, but that's what works, and that's what I'm gonna do. It's not working this time, so it's gonna be taking it all the way loose, take the cap off of it, and then screw that sleeve back in. Okay, there we are. Here, put the funnel in, and we're gonna fill her up. I'm not gonna demonstrate me filling it up with oil, but I'm gonna put what's left of the 4 quarts in there because I'll put a little bit in the oil filter. Let me get this thing filled up. I lifted it up out of there so it's barely hanging in there. That way the rest of it can finish draining out of the funnel. I usually keep my funnel in a Ziploc bag. That way I keep it at my shop or wherever you keep it. That way you don't get any bugs or spider webs or dirt or debris in it, okay? The Ziploc bag will hold up to it. It's like one of those hefty Ziploc bags. Okay, cap's back on. I'm not gonna check it until I know I'll put 4 quarts in. I wanna give it a crank, and it's gonna start off, the oil pressure is gonna show real low, and then it's gonna shoot up because doesn't have any oil in the system. It's all been drained out. And then you know, you'll have a little bit that's in the oil filter so it doesn't start totally dry. And then we'll cut it off and we'll come back out here and check the oil. I'll show you how to reset the oil light also. She sounded a little funny to start with, didn't she? Oh, it doesn't have an oil pressure gauge. Well, you know, think about my Camaro. I probably made that mistake before. It won't be the last time. Change engine oil soon. We already did. Alright. Let me show you how to fix it. Okay, so I cut the engine off. I'm going to turn it to the on position. You guys see it says hood open. Over here, it's got a little car and an eye. Press that button. See it says change engine oil soon. Hood open, 0 oil life remaining. See where it's got this check? I'm gonna hold down that check. And then went to 100% oil life remaining. Okay? That check mark right there. You hold that one down when it says 0 oil life remaining, and it's going to change to 100% oil life remaining. And that was with the keys in the on position. Okay, all right, turn it back. Y'all, I think that pretty much concludes this video. She's got 120,000 miles on it, almost 121. This is a Chevrolet Impala LTZ with the 3900 V6, and it is a 2010. These instructions will go to several different vehicles. They've had this engine in several vehicles. We have a 2006 Chevrolet Impala, and it also has the same specs. I'm gonna clean up a mess here, get my oil out from underneath the car, pour it up. And what I'm gonna pour it up in is I'm gonna pour it up in one of my old oil jugs. Use my filter, use my funnel, and not my good funnel, I got another funnel, and pour it up in one of my old oil jugs. And I'll take it to AutoZone or something when I go to clean up the shop. Clean my mat up, clean my tools up, and sounds like I might get wet. I appreciate y'all taking time to watch this video, and I hope it helped you. If you've never changed the oil on your Chevrolet Impala with a 3900 engine, and thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all have a good one. Later. So I did just check it, and it looks like it's a hair bit short. The first 3 notches are covered, the 4th one's not. So it could use a little bit of oil. So just want to let you know, a reminder, make sure you check it before you get done. And it is starting to sprinkle, so I gotta finish this up. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a good one. Bye.